AJ.
I am the one, I am the one. Everybody dumb. My pawns on my echo wood, then a loaded gun. I don't need to stun, cause I am the one. I do this for fun, I do this for fun. I am the one, I am.
Guten Morgen, peeps. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to a first installment of the Daily Euro Show. And what can I say? The Euro is well and truly back, and it started off with goals galore right through the roof. Where better place to start with the hosts, of course. Germany slapping up Scotland 5-1. An absolute mauling and demolishing. Of course, and the Germans stomping the authority down, letting people know, you know what, we might have had a few bad tournaments in the past, but we are well and truly here. Florian Wirtz, Musiala shining again for the Germans. I still would have liked the Germans to keep a clean sheet, don't get me wrong, for my fantasy league, of course, but Rudiger, of course, doing Rudiger things, but outstanding performance by the Germans. And if there's one thing that we all know when it comes to tournament football is you never, ever write of the Germans and the Italians, who I will touch on later as well. Second game, Switzerland-Hungary, dominating performance by the Swiss. Obviously, this was built as the game where Granit Xhaka faces Dominic Szoboszlai, of course. Look, obviously, we know the Swiss have a better team than Hungary. And Switzerland absolutely dominating the game. Granit Xhaka starting, did make a few loose passes in the end, but the moment of the game has to go to Mbolo, clinch the game, of course, with a stunning goal. There is just something about this, brother. I don't know if you all notice it, of course, but in players like Mbolo, there's the Mexican goalkeeper, there is Miroslav Klose. You don't hear about them for their club, but for some odd reason, when it comes to tournament football, you hear about them. So Mbolo sealing the victory for Switzerland in the end, which I think was well deserved. They're not going anywhere. You can call it what they want, say what you want about the Swiss, but I can see them in the knockout phases as well. And the game of the day saw Spain thrash Croatia 3-0 with three outstanding goals in the first half. Lamine Yamal, of course, terrorizing Josko Vardiol on the one side and Nico Williams on the other side, doing what he does best. I think Spain won't go anywhere as well. They are going to be a real force to be reckoned with in this tournament. Of course, if you look at the football they play, and they've got the pace and power in the two players that I've just mentioned, and Alvaro Morata always coming up clutch for his country. And once again, an outstanding performance by the Spanish. One big talking point, of course, came when Croatia had a penalty. I think Rodri should have gotten sent off there's no doubt about it, Rodri should have been sent off, but Rodri thought he was probably in England doing what he does best with his cynical fouls, and he got away with it. And how fitting it is that there was some English guys on the VAR, of course, so no coincidence there. I mean, shit is shit. There's no way you can polish a turd, so you can do whatever you want. But again, once again, I say credit to the Spanish. They've done outstanding, and very outstanding performance by the Spanish, nonetheless. And of course, the last game of the evening, which nobody saw coming, which saw the quickest goal in Euro history with Albania scoring after 23 seconds. Yes, you heard that correct. Albania have only scored one goal in the previous tournament. So I don't know what DeMarco was doing. He must have. I don't know if it was match switching, allegedly. Don't quote me on that. But the Italians, of course, doing what they do best. We are Italy. If we want to step it up, they came back nicely, taking a 2-1 lead. And of course, one thing you do know about Italian football, Thierry Henry has said it on many a time, of course. If you go 1-0 behind against the Italians, alas, that's it. You can lock up and go home. Standout player for me in the Italians was Calafiore, the centre-back, the left-sided centre-back, left-footed centre-back, of course. I know this is going to sound cliche, but he is absolute Rolls Royce of a defender. I personally feel that you can't teach them. You are calm by nature. You either get defenders like William Saliba, Virgil van Dijk, Calafiore, or you go the other route, of course. So outstanding player. Looked like a prime Maldini, of course, but let's see. Only time will tell. That's one of the players that stood out for me. And yeah, that's a awesome wrap on today's football. On yesterday's football, today sees the English in action against Serbia, of course, which is the only game which I will be previewing, and of course Poland and Holland, which is the afternoon kickoff. Holland have gone also under the radar. A lot of people are preferring to write them off. I personally don't. They've got a lot of firepower in the side with Memphis Depay, and I mean Frankie De Jong obviously having to leave the tournament. But I mean they are a side that can hurt you nonetheless. So I'm going for Holland to beat Poland. I don't see Lewandowski doing anything much, but I could be wrong as well. But Serbia England is the one tonight, which actually is the big game, which we see England which way will Southgate go? How will he line up? How will he set up his team? Which is obviously we've had a bit of an indifferent friendly campaign, but I know we can't read much into friendlies. I personally can see England beating Serbia. I'm going for 2-0, and the same I'm going for 2-0 with Poland and Holland. But let me know what you think. In other news, transfer news, of course, one transfer which has really done my head in, actually, of course, is a double swoop. I don't think we've ever seen this. A boyfriend and a girlfriend leaving one club to go to the next club, being part of the same deal, which is Douglas Luiz and Alicia Lehmann leaving Aston Villa to sign for Juventus. Alicia Lehmann, surprisingly enough, is part of the Douglas Luiz deal. Now, many of you will know Alicia Lehmann for the great future that she's got behind her, or you might know her for the fact that she recently dated, what's the player's name, Marcus Rashford. But this is the first time I've seen it, and Weston McKennie joining Aston Villa. Now, I would have thought Arsenal personally would have been all over Douglas Luiz, given the fact that we were interested in him last season. But obviously, Arsenal are looking at Amadou Onana of Everton. I personally, if you had to give me a choice between the two, I would prefer Douglas Luiz over Amadou Onana. But it's all rumors at this stage. But yes, people, let me know what you think about these exact rumors. That Alicia Lehmann and Douglas Luiz heading to Juve. Apparently the deal is nearly done. It's the first time I've seen this. Could we see more of these deals to come in the future? But that's it for me, people. Enjoy the day. Enjoy the football. Happy Father's Day to all of those. Cheers to the No Pull Out gang. And Happy Youth Day to those who reverse. The reverse gang is still in tandem, in motion. Enjoy the day. Auf Wiedersehen. And I'm out of here. Bless.
I am the one. Everybody duck. My puns on my echo wood, then a loaded gun. I don't need to stun, cause I am the one. I do this for fun, I do this for fun. I am the one, I am